Alright, now I'm gonna do my least favorite movies, part 1, on camera edition. Part 1, today is Monday, July 14th, 2014. Alright, now I'm going to do my least favorite movies, and I'm going to torture myself again on camera. Talking about movies that were just completely wasted, and why did they even exist? The movies that make me cringe and just make me want to just go to a store and just destroy every single copy of these monstrosities. Let's get to the list. Let me go get my list real quick. Here's the list. Let's start. First up, we have White Chicks. This movie is very, very disrespectful to women. It's very, very disrespectful to women, and that's just disgraceful. Why would you disgrace women like that? This movie's a disgrace. I hate it. It's just horrible and idiotic, and it's an offending movie because it talks about women in a really, really bad way. Like, the women, no offense, but they look terrible in this movie. And these women look like special effects. They don't look real. They look like special effects. It's like some 4-year-old with a crayon came up with this idea. It was just so poorly done, and you've seen it so many times before. I mean, you don't need to see it again. Next film, G-Force. Oh, man. Whew, not that torture. This was just a really idiotic and poorly written movie, and the story is so off and highly mediocre, and oh my god, I can't stand it. That's all I can say. All I can say is I can't stand this one. It's just not funny, and it has writing problems. Next movie, Food Fight. Oh my god. I mean, I'd rather stick a fork in my head than look at the animation for just 1 second. I mean, it's really that horrible. I mean, why would anybody write something like this? It's just, I don't get it. Why do movies have to have these ugly animation and stupid characters that no one cares about, and the ugly animation? Come on. Stop with the CGI. We don't need the CGI garbage. We don't need it. Please. We don't need it. It doesn't help your work. Next movie, Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I've discussed this torture before. And, oh my god, I love Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. In fact, I'm hoping to get Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory on VHS on Wednesday. But Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was horrible. I can't stand this movie. I mean, they ripped off so many scenes. I mean, it was just a rip-off, and that's all it was. It was just a rip-off, and it was so obvious, too. They did not improve it. They just made it worse. Next one, Son of the Mask. Same thing with this one. They did not improve the original. They just made it worse. And they even dumbed it down more. And the creepy images, that is just disgusting and disturbing. Why would you put these creepy images in your movie? That is what people hate about this type of movie. That, you know what? No offense, but I'm going to say this. I hate family movies. Now, some of them are good, but some of them are absolutely not. This is one of them for darn sure. Eight Crazy Nights is the next one. Oh my god! And this movie has some of the whiniest characters I have ever heard in my life. They were just so whiny that they make you want to just. They make you want to just. They make you want to just. Sorry. They make you want to just like. They make you want to just grab your headset and just blast music. And if you hear one more whiny voice, then just grab that DVD and just break it. I hate this movie. I mean, it was just so annoying, and Adam Sandler, I'm sorry, man, but you're one of the worst comedians out there. No offense, but you're one of the worst comedians out there. I mean, you have made funny movies. You made Happy Gilmore, which was hilarious. You made The Waterboy, which was pretty funny. And a few other good ones. But he's just not even trying anymore. Come on, man. Even though he is one of the weakest comedians, in my opinion. No offense. Next up, John Carter. Ooh, do not get me started on that. Next up, Marge Needs Moms. Again, another one of those box office bombs like John Carter. These were box office bombs, and I've seen them in wastes of time. Woo! That was horrible. Horton Hears a Who. Just didn't like it. Dr. Seuss is not good anymore. Home Alone 3. Oh my god. I am getting rid of the VHS, and I don't want to see it ever again. That movie was just terrible. I hope I never have to see it ever again. And lastly, Home Alone Taking Back the House. More like Home Alone breaking down the series. They just break down the series in 2 parts. It's just garbage. And do you know some of the dumbest stuff? In the third one, his name was changed to Alex, which made no sense. But in the fourth one, his name is Kevin again, and he's 9 years old this time. Come on, and he looks like he is 6 or something. Excuse me. Why do these moron characters do? I mean, oh my god, I could make a better movie. I could make a better movie on iMovie. I'm serious. I could make a better movie out of iMovie. Next up, The Box. Boring. That was a waste of time. Just completely boring. High School Musical films. Oh, do not get me started. Those were horrible. They were just childish, and the music is just makes you want to just makes you want to spill a drink in your ear. And it's so boring that I just grabbed a pillow and blankets and just went to sleep. It was boring. Wait a second, that was The Box. Sorry, I got mixed up. High School Musical is not boring, but it's just terrible music and a terrible sitcom from Disney Channel. Home on the Range. Really childish and stupid. I mean, the jokes aren't for adults. The script is not for adults. Nothing is for adults. It's just this idiotic kids humor. Sorry, my eye's kind of bothering me. Next one. Jurassic Park 3. Ooh, man, I hated that one. I mean, okay, in the first Jurassic Park, it made sense because dinosaurs were angry and they wanted their revenge. In the second one, it was kind of similar, but had minor differences. But in this one, no difference. And the only difference, the only difference is boredom. Ooh, my God, that was boring. The first time I saw it, I thought it was okay. Now I think it's boring. I hate it now. The Twilight movies. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'd rather have diabetes than sit through this movie again. I'd rather take a shot. I'd rather put a needle right here and sit through this movie again. The Last Airbender. And like Shyamalan, your movies always fail. Don't even try anymore. Your movies always fail. Just retire. Just stop making movies, please. Yogi Bear. Complete boredom and waste of time. I hated it. Boy, did I hate that movie. Lemonade Mouth. Again, Disney Channel, stop making movies. Your movies suck now. Lemonade Mouth was just stupid, and it just... Oh, I just didn't like it. Shrek the Third. Not as good as the first two, and it is boring. Fred Claus. I might give this one another chance, but I just didn't remember this one being very funny. Passion of the Christ. Do not get me started. That was terrible. 2012. The world did not end in 2012, FYI. The world did not end in 2012. Did you hear me, Roland Emmerich? I mean, he made the disaster films. He made good movies in the past. Why do you have to waste your talent here? And the next one, which is called Battle Los Angeles. Boring. That's all I can say. Hardly any action till the end. Boring. The Green Hornet. It just has, what's this guy's name? No, not Seth MacFarlane. Dang it, he's a comedic. Sorry. But whatever the guy's name is, but he was just not acting right, and all the action scenes were just completely off. And it does have some good actors in there, but it just wastes all their actors. That's all the movie does. It wastes their actors. Next up, Battlefield Earth. It's such an ugly movie, and it'll just be remembered as being one of the worst movies ever put on film. I mean, in fact, it is one of the worst movies ever put on film, honestly. I hate it. It's stupid, and it just... they think it's so awesome, but it's not. It's just this sitcom. I mean, not sitcom, but it's just this lame action movie with ugly special effects. I mean, they look even worse than iMovie special effects. Yes, and iMovie special effects are not the greatest. But this thing, I mean, I can't even call it a movie. I'm just going to call it this thing has what got me really, hating my life. That's all I'm going to say. Well, I don't hate my life. I love my life. I'm just saying, this movie just makes me want to. Next up, Over the Hedge. Oh, I'd rather get a shot than sit through this movie again. Oh, that was not funny at all. It was stupid. Driven. That movie was one of the most boring car racing movies I've ever seen in my life. NASCAR was boring, but this... Whoa. Where to start? Driven. Oh my God. Dreadful. Cars 1 and 2. really childish and dumb, in my opinion. Both of them. Just dumb and they're lame. Jack and Jill. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was complete torture. This was not funny at all. It made rarely any sense at all. The jokes are so childish that they'll be making you throw popcorn at the screen. And Al Pacino, wow, guy, what a waste of a talent. What a waste of a talent. And also, just go with it. Oh my, again, Adam Sandler, stop making movies. Your movies tend to get worse and worse and worse and worse every single year. Next up, disaster movie. Oh my god, more like disaster of a movie. That was just... oh my god. Disaster of a movie was just stupid and... oh. Ugh. Moulin Rouge. I hate Moulin Rouge. Here's why. Now, I hate Moulin Rouge because it tells a fake message and the music is some of the most tone-deaf, horrible, terrible music I've ever heard in my life. By the way, if you don't know what tone-deaf means music that just sounds so horrible, but they thought it sounded great and they wanted it in their movie. That's what tone-deaf means. And that's what I can call this movie. That's all I can call this movie. Tone deaf. Next up, my dad loved this movie, but I saw it, I hated it. We both saw it together, but Dad loved it, but I hated it. Heaven is for real. Oh my god, that movie was horrible. It was horrible. Basically, it was this terrible movie, based on the book, and, I saw it in the theaters, and, oh my god, this movie just hurt my ears so bad. Hold on. 17 minutes in. It just, oh my god, it's not just boring. I almost fell asleep, and it's not just boring, it's also really has story problems. And it copies the book page by page. Talk about lack of, you know, what do you call that? Like, lack of, sorry, guys. Just, it doesn't want to be original. It just wants to rip off other stuff it likes. This is one of those examples. It Takes Two. Just boring, and the comedy is not funny. Catwoman. Ooh, oh my god, this was horrible. Oh my god, this was horrible. I don't know what these people were doing making this movie. Yes, it was a bomb. It was a bomb at the box office, and this movie was just terrible. It was terrible, and the special effects are really ugly. And Catwoman's suit is hysterical and stupid, and and the movie was just absolutely garbage. No good at all. Beverly Hillbillies, just not funny. That's the main problem with this movie, not funny. Imagine That piece of trash. That's what it's more like. It's really Imagine That, but it's more like Imagine That piece of trash. Oh my god, I hated this one. It was just horrible. It was just garbage. Who would write something like that? I mean, Eddie Murphy, just either go back to your old ways being funny or just retire, please. 1,000 words, not funny. Again, Eddie Murphy. I already told you your two options. One, let me say them again. One, you be good, be funny again. Or two, just stop making movies. Sorry, I'm a little bit itchy. Next one, TMNT 3. Terrible, and the animation rips off the original. Igor. Oh my god. This was horrible. Not funny at all, and just for kids. That's all it is. The movie's just for kids. Excuse me. Open season films. Oh my god. What were those? They weren't even trying. I mean, they're not even movies. I'm just going to call them. These things are just... I mean... Oh my god. This movie is just... a headache and a half. I mean, all three of these movies. So, a headache and a half times 3 equals... I don't remember, but... Okay, 1.5 times 3 equals 4.5, I think. Wait. Something like that. But that is how much you get in those movies. Peppy. Yeah, Peppy's in here. Say hello to everybody, Peppy. Say hello to everybody. Anyways, let's continue the list. We'll do the back in part 2.